Hello you guys, I am so excited to have you here today. Thank you so much for joining me. I am here today to talk about the Daniel fast. If you guys are here, it's because you are interested in learning more about the Daniel fast. And I am really excited to fill you guys in on my knowledge of it and my experiences with it. So let's go ahead and dive in and get started. So first I wanted to say thank you so much for coming. It means a lot to have you guys here and that you want to learn about the Daniel fast. I have done it for 3 or 4 years in a row now. I think this is going to be my 4th year. I don't know, 3rd or 4th year. Either way, I love it. I feel so good from it. I feel like a physical cleanse. I feel a spiritual cleanse, and it's just an experience that I really look forward to doing at the beginning of the year. I feel like it's a great way to just start your year off. Putting it in God's hands and just saying, all right, let's have a rocking year. I guess that's how I see it. So anyways, the Daniel fast has been around a really long time, and I personally do a modified version of it. I think if you were to truly do like the Daniel fast, like from the Bible, like what Daniel did, from my understanding, all he did was eat vegetables and drink water for like 21 days, something like that. And I do a more modified version. So what I'm doing is I'm eating vegan, no sugar, no caffeine for 21 days. And for me, that is a huge cleanse on my body. I don't normally eat that way, so it's always a big challenge for me to do it. And one of the biggest challenges in the beginning was finding foods to eat. I don't feel like there's a lot of good ideas out there, so that's why I decided, you know what, I am going to start sharing my ideas of foods I've eaten in hopes that it helps you on your Daniel fast journey. So anyways, let's go ahead and dive in. Let me show you guys the groceries I got for this, and then I'll explain some of my meal ideas, and then I'm gonna have a video posted later with actual like what the meal looks like when it's done. And I just hope that this simplifies it for you, so that way when you go to do the Daniel fast, that it takes a lot of that work out for you, and so you can just truly enjoy it, find success in it, feel good from it, and draw closer to Jesus. Let me show you some of the groceries I got. And like I said, I want to start off by saying I feel like with the Daniel fast, there's no perfectionism. So I might be eating some things that you were like, that is not on the Daniel fast. And you know what? I guess the way I see it is this is a fast between me and the Lord, and I'm gonna do my best to stick with what I feel is good. I don't think there's like this exact way to do it. I feel like you gotta do you, and if you fail in the process and like maybe you accidentally cheated or something on the Daniel fast, to me I feel like we have God's grace and covering over us, and that's okay. So I feel like the biggest thing that I'm gonna share that a lot of people are like, you are not supposed to have that on the Daniel fast, but I have done it for the last few years and I've had it every time, and that is tea. I think that's a very debatable one because there's no caffeine. I have caffeine-free tea, and for me, I personally just in general struggle with getting water in, and so I limit myself to water and tea, and I make sure I always pick caffeine-free tea. But I do think that that is one of those like debatable things on the Daniel fast. So the biggest thing I can say is if you're questioning it, take time, pray about it, because that's really what this is about. It's about you and him. So pray about it, and if you feel like it's something that he's saying no tea for you, then no tea. And if you pray about it and you're like, I feel like he's saying it's okay, have tea, I've got my grace covering you, and I'm just thankful that you're taking time to be intentional with what you're doing, because I think that's really what it's ultimately about. It's about the heart. So anyways, that's the first thing I thought I'd share. All right, let's just dive in. Okay, so here I got, I'm just gonna show you everything I've got on the counter. I've got some sweet potato fries. I have some spinach, which I'll make some salads with. I think the sweet potato fries I'm going to be adding to possible lunch and dinner things. I have some brown rice, and I am planning on making a fresh batch every couple days, just boiling a big pot of rice, so that way it's just ready to go. I know for me, every time we've done the Daniel fast, the first few days are pretty rough. I'm feeling pretty awful. The first year I got a terrible headache. It was awful. And then the next year, oh yes, this is my 3rd year. And then the next year I was like really nauseous the first couple days. Like freaked me out. I was like, why am I nauseous? So I really want to make sure I have everything on hand, ready to go to help me really stick to it as best as possible, because when I don't feel good, oh man, I cave really easily. So anyways, so that's why I tried a lot of things that I could cook ahead of time, like this. And I did grab a regular sweet potato, and I do have some regular potatoes on hand, but I also feel like I'm trying to simplify it and make this as easy as possible food-wise. So I do have some stuff like this, and then I will also be probably eating potatoes like these, and you can get these in not the frozen section, but the refrigerated section of your grocery store. I'm not exactly sure where, but you can always ask just where are your refrigerated hash browns. But these hash browns I love because all it is just potatoes diced up for you. They're just ready to go, shredded. It's just very simple. So anyways, I've got those. Let's see. I did grab some quinoa because I've got some menu planned with that. I grabbed a whole wheat pasta, and this one also has some protein added to it, so that's good because I'll probably need some extra protein. It's got pea protein in it. So anyways, trying to stick with whole grains, whole foods, not a lot of processed stuff. I mean, I know technically this might be considered processed, but I still feel like it's a healthy version of processed stuff. Okay, so let's see. I have some whole grain bread, and then I got some all natural peanut butter. There is no sugar or anything added to it. All it is literally peanuts ground up. So I plan on making some like peanut butter toast for breakfast. I have some avocado. Also make some avocado toast. Some other things I got to make with is some corn thin tortillas. These are made out of corn thin, sorry. I plan on making some breakfast tacos with those. That's gonna be my base for that. I got some oatmeal. I'm going to try a new recipe for these oatmeal cookies I saw that are basically like a breakfast cookie. So I feel like it can be like a quick breakfast on the go. So I'll show you guys that once I get that going. Let's see what else do I have here. Oh yeah, so some snack foods. When I do the Daniel fast, I try not to snack a lot because I am like the queen of snacking. I love snacks, but I do try to limit my snacks. I really try to listen to my body. Because that's part of the fast is, you know, I don't know how to describe it. Anyways, I try not to eat a lot of snacks. So I just try to really watch it. But if I am like truly like, oh my gosh, I'm so hungry, I can't make it to the next meal, then I'm gonna have a snack. So I like to do air pop popcorn. And then if I do that, I will usually just spray it down with a little bit of olive oil and add a little bit of salt to it. And then I've done these for the last few years, and I really enjoy these. I'll add these on the side for lunch, or I'll have them with a snack. And then I usually get like an all-natural kind of salsa. Let's see, what else do I got? Oh yeah, I just recently came across this company, Mighty Mike's. They make ramen essentially, and they are made with organic, unbleached wheat flour. That's what their noodles are made with. And I think these are pretty much, well, this one I'm pretty sure is vegan. Yeah, this is vegan. And it is so good. So good. So I feel like if I'm not feeling good and I just don't have the energy, because I know the first few days I'm going to be tired, I can make this for lunch or for dinner, stuff like that. I don't have any curry on me. I forgot to grab it at the store, so I still have to get it, but I love to make curry when I do the Daniel fast. I personally love curry a lot, and if you followed me on this journey of my YouTube channel, you know I do Weight Watchers, and curry is kind of high in point, so it's not something I eat very often. So honestly, that's one of my favorite parts about the Daniel fast is the curry, because I will eat it often, because I'm not tracking points when I'm doing the fast, because I feel like that's not what it's about. So I just stick with the foods on the Daniel fast, and I don't even look at my points. So yes, I eat curry, and I often add beans and vegetables to it. So I'll do this and some peppers and some onion and some mushroom and zucchini, and so good. I saw this idea to make like a Greek style rice bowl, so I got some stuff to do that. I've never done it before. I got some Clamato olives, got some banana peppers, and then I got some artichokes, and then just add that with some rice and some beans, and there's a meal right there. Got lots of fruits, some veggies. Oh yeah, this, if you guys can find this around you, I highly recommend getting it. It's awesome for the Daniel fast because it is a vegan sauce called Cafe Yum. And they do ship online. I'm sure to get this shipped could be kind of on the spendy side, but the flavor is like out of this world. It's so good, and it would be delicious on your Daniel fast. It'd be good on rice bowls, sandwiches, wraps, so many things. I mean, just cooked in some veggies, thrown over potatoes. I mean, this stuff is like, it's like gold. So I'm definitely going to be enjoying this with the Daniel fast. If you can't find it near you, Google Cafe Yum sauce and find a recipe, make it, because you will love it. And then the other thing I guess I'll show you guys, oh yeah, I grabbed some hummus, and I'll probably use that as like snacks, like with some veggie sticks. Hey, my dog, sorry. Or on a sandwich or on a wrap. And then, oh yeah, last thing to show you guys. I do have a couple bars that if I am like on the go and I'm out with my kids or something, and either A, I need a snack, or B, I need a meal, these will tide me over great. These are healthy on the go bars, and I will get a link for you guys down below to get them. I do have a discount code too, and they're great. Like, the ingredients in these are just amazing. It's peanut butter, oats, sunflower seeds, almonds, unsweetened coconut flakes. This one does have honey, but it's so far down the menu. I feel like honey is another questionable one on the Daniel fast. It is so far down the list on this, I'm sure it's really just a little amount. Cranberries and coconut flour. Awesome, huh? And then they have a protein one that's just peanut butter, oats, vegan, pea protein powder, raw sunflower seeds, raw or unsweetened coconut, almonds, raisins, honey, and coconut flour. So these bars are so good. So I've got those. And then probably this is one of my favorite things to have on the Daniel fast, because this is not something that I typically eat on Weight Watchers, because these are really, really high in points, and I don't feel like they satisfy my hunger enough to justify the points for them. But they are the Lara bars. I love these. I grabbed not all of them, but I grabbed ones that didn't have like any chocolate added, because I'm trying to stay away from the sweet side. But I just grabbed ones that, you know, they have good stuff in them. And then I think this is my favorite one, their coconut cream pie. And I love Lara bars. I love the ingredients of it. I love the simplicity of it. I mean, like, this one is just unsweetened coconut, dates, almonds, cashews, and extra virgin coconut oil. And it tastes so good. So anyways, that's my grocery haul for the Daniel fast. And you know, because this took so long, I'm sorry, I'm going to make a separate video that's going to show my meal plan. So I will get that posted later. But other than that, you guys, thank you so much for watching. And oh, one other thing I wanted to talk about with the Daniel fast. Now, this isn't food related, but definitely, I mean, the biggest part about the Daniel fast is spending time with God. And every year I have loved that I'm more intentional with that, because to be honest, I just get so busy and I don't spend a lot of time actually reading the Bible. I mean, I definitely listen to worship music a lot, and I feel like I talk to God all the time, but actually, like, being truly like intentional and sitting down and just having a nice quiet time is not something I do very often. So this year I got something different, which I'm very excited to do. It's a Bible study called She Reads the Truth, or this one's He Reads the Truth, because I think this is geared towards guys, but anybody can do it, a guy or girl. I've always been really fascinated with King David, and I've been looking for a Bible study that dives into the life of King David, and that's this. So I plan on every day just digging in deep with this, so I'm really excited, and I feel like that's a huge part. The Daniel fast is reading your Bible, being intentional of your time with the Lord, eating foods that are going to fuel your body and stay within the Daniel fast modified guidelines. And yeah, okay, that's everything. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I hope that this helps you on your journey. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask down below, and I will do my best to get back to you guys. The biggest thing I can say is give yourself grace in this season. Enjoy it. Soak up your time with the Lord and enjoy the cleanse. It's a tough cleanse, but oh man, in 3 weeks, your body is going to feel so good. It's hard to get back to eating the way you did before, because you truly, it strengthens your body. Like, you just feel good doing it. So anyways, that's all I got. If you guys haven't subscribed, don't forget to do so. Keep your eyes out for my next videos I've got coming up with goodies about the Daniel fast, tips and tricks, and that's it for now. Thanks for watching, you guys. Bye.